Brothers and sisters, I'm not going to keep you long. Instagram is at war with me, constantly muting my videos. So I got to make them short before they mute this one. Make sure you hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Make sure you hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. My first time I wore a wave cap in over a year. My first time wearing a wave cap in over a year. I forgot what they felt like. It's time to tie it down. It's time to tie it down again. King Kong back in the wave cap. Let's do what we do, only for a hot minute. I want to talk about getting your life in order. I want to talk about getting your life in order. It's the fall. Fall equinox was yesterday or the day before yesterday. You have 3 months to get your life in order before the new year. This is fall. The fall equinox represents the transition, the change, the evolution of that which was brought into existence, which must now be taken out of existence in order to prepare the way for the new life that must be brought into existence. So there's things that you've done during the summer, during the spring, you were not happy about. There's things you did during the warm months that you were not happy about. There's things you started that were no good, businesses that shouldn't have been started, relationships that shouldn't have been started, things you've done that were wrong to other people, things other people did that were wrong to you. This is the fall. This is when things begin to decay, to clear them out and make way for new energy. So it's time for you to clear out your life. You have to do a fall cleansing of your friends, a fall cleansing of family, fall cleansing of your home. You have to do a fall cleansing of your business, spiritually and physically. Spiritually and physically, we in a time of transition. What do you need to work on? Your diet, exercise, relationship, business, get your taxes done. What do you need to work on? You said you were going to start a new business. You ain't started yet. Now's the time. You said you were going to start exercising. You ain't start exercising. Now is the time. You said you were going to spend more time with your children. Now is the time. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Your life is made up of years. Those years are made up of months. Those months are made up of weeks. Those weeks are made up of days. Those days are made up of minutes and seconds. Stop wasting your life. Stop wasting your life. For those of us who are 40, we at the middle, almost at the middle of this thing. Every day must count. What are you doing with your life? Where's the book you were going to work on? Where's the business you were going to build? Stop procrastinating. Procrastination can be a sign of low self-esteem because you're afraid to try, because you're afraid to fail. Procrastination can be a sign of low self-esteem because you're afraid to try, because you're afraid to fail. Procrastination can be a sign of low self-esteem because you're afraid to try, because you're afraid to fail. Don't be out there making no new babies right now, brothers, if you ain't committing to the queen. Don't be out there making no new babies, brothers, if you ain't ready to commit to the queen. You don't need that. She don't need it. You don't need it. It's the fall season. It's time to start getting stuff out the way. You got 6 months of cool and cold before the warm and the hot returns. You got 6 months of cool and cold before the warm and the hot returns. We're supposed to use the cool and cold to plant new ideas, new agendas, new plans, new goals. This is the time to plant so you can reap in the spring and in the summer. So we're going to be working even harder on FDMG. I'm trying to get FDMG done so when we have the second annual Unapologetically African Festival, when we have the second annual FDMG Family Festival, when we have the second annual Black Power Block Party, I want you to be able to go inside the school so we can have conferences and workshops inside of the most honorable Marcus Garvey Elementary School while we are outside. So you can learn inside, but you can celebrate outside. Who knows? I'm not even going to put a ceiling. We might get lucky. We may be blessed to have both schools fully operational by September 10th, 2021, 2022, the next festival. We might be blessed enough to have both schools fully functional by September the 10th, 2022, second annual festival, brothers and sisters. So this is the time to clean out and plant new. Clean out the old and plant the new that will bring forth in the spring, brothers and sisters. The time is now. The time is now. Let us stop acting like we don't know why black people on the bottom. Let us stop acting like we don't understand why black folks is on the bottom. Let's stop that. You know why you on the bottom. You know why you dead last. You know why you don't get no respect. Because you disorganized. And the reason you disorganized is because you hate each other, but you love your oppressors. You hate one another and you love your oppressor. You hate what you are and desire to be what you can never have. You hate what you are and you desire to be what you can never have. The self-hate of the Negro is one of the greatest weapons of white supremacy. And let us be honest, we all carry a little bit of coon within us all. Let's be honest. We all have an inner coon. Every white black girl got a white girl inside of her. Every black man got a white man inside. Every black woman got a white woman inside. Every black elder got a white elder inside. Because you was raised in this reality. I don't give a damn if you Moor, Nation of Islam, God's and Earth, Nawapian, Christian, Muslim. I don't give a damn how great you think you are. I don't care how learned you may be, how conscious you think you are. It ain't a Negro on the planet Earth. Not in Africa, not in Asia, not in Europe, not in Australia, not in the South Pacific, not in Canada, the Caribbean, North, Central, and South America who doesn't have an inner coon. We all have an inner coon. Every day I go outside, I pay attention. I observe myself to make sure that inner coon don't try to have a coup. Your inner coon wants to overthrow your African consciousness, brothers and sisters. Your inner coon wants to overthrow your African consciousness, brothers and sisters. Your inner coon wants to overthrow your African consciousness. So you have to always be on guard. You have to always be on guard from a coup from the white demon living inside of you. You have to be on guard. You have to say, wait a minute. That's not African, that's European. Wait a minute. That's not me. That's the cracker trying to rule through me, brothers and sisters. And if you don't think you don't have a little bit of coon inside of you, you're the biggest coon of all. Because only those who know they have it can control and eliminate it. Only if you know you have it can you control and eliminate it. Everybody has a little bit of that inner coon. That's right, brothers and sisters. That's why we building the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for Pan-African Excellence, because our children can be the generation that grows up coon-free. Our children can be the generation that grows up coon-free. Our children can be the generation. See, your ego is hurt when I say you got a coon inside of you because you've been reading books and going to Africa and studying this and studying that, and you an Asiatic black man and you an Aboriginal this and you a sovereign this, don't own shit, but you so sovereign. So your ego gets hurt when I say we all got that coon. Your ego gets hurt. You know why your ego gets hurt? Because you've created this image of yourself that has you as so superior to everybody else. You've created this image of yourself that has you so much greater than other people. You ain't no greater than nobody else. We all equal. You have just as much coon as the rest of us. And I would even argue that those of us who have more information might have a bigger coon because you got a bigger ego. Wherever there is an ego and a Negro, there's normally a coon right there too. You can't have an ego and a Negro and not a coon. You can't, because the ego of the Negro is the coon. Let me say it again. I said the ego of the Negro is the coon. You ain't got to listen to other black people. You ain't got to take orders from other black people. You don't have to date a black woman. You don't have to date a black man. Ain't nothing wrong with your white Jesus. Ain't nothing wrong with a white neighborhood. You don't have to send your children to a HBCU. That's the coon talking to you. Your ego is the enemy of African people. You don't believe me? What killed Thomas Sankara? I didn't ask you who killed Thomas Sankara. We know who killed Thomas Sankara. A coon. Best friend. Killed him for power. But what killed him? It was the ego inside that Negro. What killed El-Hajj Malik al-Shabazz Malcolm X? What killed El-Hajj Malik al-Shabazz Malcolm X? We know who killed Malcolm, but what killed Malcolm? It was the ego of the Negro. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Uh-huh. Who killed Amilcar Cabral? Who killed Amilcar Cabral, the most agriculturally scientific revolutionary in Pan-African history? We know who killed him, but what killed him? It was the ego in the Negro. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. See, we don't want to talk about the ego in the Negro. Block party. We don't want to talk about the ego in the Negro. See, we want to talk about the books. I want to talk about the books. I want to talk about the chains on the brain. That's why I became a psychologist. I want to talk about no books. I want to talk about the chains on the brain. That's what I want to talk about. Let's talk about the chains on the brain. See, y'all want to get all deep and y'all want to argue over where we come from and this and this and this religion and this and this and this. And we all full of self-hate. That's why we ain't got no damn supermarkets. That's why we ain't got no shipping companies, no distribution networks, no banks, no schools. That's why. Because you cannot stop fighting with your brother and sister long enough to cooperate so we can construct. If there's no cooperation, there will be no construction of a black reality. If there is no cooperation, there will be no construction of a black reality. If we cannot cooperate, we cannot create. If you cannot cooperate, you cannot create. When are we going to start cooperating? And all due respect to the religious community. There are black banks, but I don't know of a single revolutionary black grassroots bank in the country. If you know one, tell me. There's a lot of black banks, but I don't know of a single revolutionary grassroots bank in America that is investing in black institutions, that's turning ghettos into black Wall Streets. Can you show me that bank? Because maybe I missed something. Maybe I missed something. Can you show me one black bank in this country that is investing into black ghettos, turning them into black Wall Streets? Maybe I missed something. Did I miss something, people? Maybe I've been asleep somewhere. Because, see, I am a thinking African. I'm not like you. I don't watch a YouTube soundbite and think this is the way things are supposed to be. Not me. I got questions to ask. Show me the black bank that is investing into black ghettos, turning them into black Wall Streets. Not gentrifying them for the white people. I said turning them into black Wall Streets. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. And then show me the neighborhood that they turned into a black Wall Street. Show me the neighborhood that the black bank you naming has built a school, a hospital, a supermarket, a bank, and a manufacturing industry to employ blacks. Show me that neighborhood. Text me, please. Show me the neighborhood that the black bank you're naming has built a school, a hospital, a bank, a supermarket, and a manufacturing sector. Show me that. This is why I'm the leading intellectual of the race. This is why I'm the leading intellectual of the race, because I'm going to dissect it. I'm going to understand, overstand, and understand it. I'm going to cook it till it's burnt. It ain't going to be over easy or under easy. It's going to be blue, black, purple, the color of African soil, brothers and sisters. I'm not excessively critical, but I will not delude people who trust and believe in my words into thinking we are on the road to progress when we are on the road to extermination. I'm not going to do that. You will never hear me say we are moving in the right direction unless we are moving in the right direction. Most of you can't even get off YouTube long enough to build anything. You have made YouTube your whole damn life. Every minute on YouTube is a minute wasted doing something that matters. Somebody asked me, Dr. Umar, why you ain't got no YouTube page? Because in order to have a YouTube page, I got to maintain the YouTube page. I don't have time for that. I'm trying to build institutions. I can't sit around going live every other hour. I can't sit around going live every other day. I can't sit around. I'm seeing people doing 12-hour lives. How the hell you got time for a 12-hour live? You got kids at home and you got time for a 12-hour live? Your life is that empty. You Negroes' lives are so empty that all you can do is sit on YouTube all day long and talk. And I got more followers than any of you. I got more supporters, excuse me. I don't have followers. I have more supporters than any of you. If I did a YouTube page, I'll blow you all out the water. Can none of you touch what I got? I'm global, you local. But I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to do that. I'm trying to change things. I got to get ready for the Black Parent Boot Camp. I'm trying to change things. I got to help build the school. I'm trying to change things. I'm restarting Team Pan-African. I'm trying to change things. The National Independent Black Parent Association. I'm trying to change things. No, King Kong Consciousness is not my page. And to the brother who owns it, you need to start donating to the school or I'm going to shut it down. King Kong Consciousness and 60 million views. You need to start donating to the school. In fact, both of y'all need to be loyal donors. I'm going to give you to the end of September. I'm talking to King Kong Consciousness and 60 million views. I don't have a problem with you sharing my content. I don't have a problem with you sharing my content. I'm talking to King Kong Consciousness and 60 million views. I don't have a problem with you sharing my content. But you are making money from my content and you are not donating sufficiently to the school. I believe I got one donation for each of you forever. That's not acceptable. I believe I got one donation from each of you forever. That's not acceptable. Y'all need to join the Loyal Donors Club or I'm going to shut the page down. You're not going to get paid off me and I donate to my worthy causes. You're not going to get paid off me and not donate to my worthy causes. So everybody go on King Kong Consciousness next live, go on 60 million views next live, and tell them Dr. Umar said you are not donating enough to FDMG. And if it doesn't change by Nat Turner's birthday, October 2nd, Brooklyn, New York boot camp, he's going to have you shut down. I don't have a problem with what they're doing, but you're not donating some of that money. Let's get it popping. Let's get it. I don't have time for a page. I am a builder. I wasn't brought in this world to just sit around running my damn mouth all day. I'm not one of them people. Some of you just wasting your life watching videos all day. Get off your ass and go outside. Start a community garden. Start an after school program. Start a tutoring clinic. Go help the elders. But don't sit on your ass all day watching videos. There's more to life than social network. If we were organized, those Haitian brothers and sisters wouldn't be going through what they're going through. If we were organized, our Haitian brothers and sisters would not be going. And y'all want to sit around talking about something. We need some weapons. We need some weapons. When we get our weapons, Dr. Umar, we going to be ready. When the white man pay us for our ancestors' labor, we going to be all right. What we need is weapons, Dr. Umar. We need our weapons. You need your weapons. Where would the weapon? What? What? You need reparations in order to fix yourself? So you're telling me if the government never gives you reparations, you'll never solve your problem. Is that what you're telling me? If the government never gives you a reparation, you will never solve your problems. Is that what you're telling me? Because you can go to hell. Any Negro who says the white man got to give us some money before we can fix our problems is a Negro who is irresponsible, unaccountable, And it's totally delusional. If you believe you need money from the government before black America can fix the situation, you are delusional, you are irresponsible, and you are unaccountable. We do not need reparations to fix our problems. Yes, we should get reparations. Yes, we are entitled to reparations, but we don't need them. We don't need them. We a $2 trillion economy. Why do we need reparations? Why? Why? Why is that? Why is that? Huh? Did you ask for reparations to buy that weave? Did you ask for reparations to buy that perm? Did you ask for reparations to buy that Louis bag? Did you ask for reparations to get the Gucci bag? Did you ask for reparations for them Jordans? Did you ask for reparations for that big old truck you got? Did you ask for reparations for that big house in the suburbs? Did you ask for reparations before you put your black kid in a white private school? Did you ask for reparations for any of the Negro things you do on a daily basis? I have never seen you ask for reparations to buy or pay for none of the shit you like to do. I have never seen you buy or ask for reparations to pay for any of the shit that y'all like to do. See, when you want to do it, you don't need no reparations. When you want to do it, where there's a will, there's a way. You want to go clubbing. You want to go to the concert. You want to fly across the world on vacation. You want to spend some time with your boo. You notice how black folks ain't never got a problem finding money for the things they want to do. I've never seen a protest for the prices on Gucci products by Negroes. I've never seen a protest for the prices on Louis products by Negroes. I've never seen black people protest the cost of the Mercedes Benzes that they drive. I've never seen black people protest the tuition at these white private schools. I've never seen black people protest the money they pay to go on vacation. I don't see you protest what you got to pay to get in the club. I don't see you protesting what you got to pay to get a drink. Cavassier and Ciroc and effing vodka. You don't ever protest the prices of none of this shit you like to do to waste your time. You don't ever protest none of the prices for the stuff that you like to do with your money. But the minute we start talking about building for the us, see, when we talk about the I, you ain't got no problem with the I. But when we start talking about the we and the us, you Negroes got a million excuses. You got a million excuses. I don't drink. If I got to blow some rum or gin on my shrines, that's different. But other than that, I'm not a drinker or a smoker. If I got to blow some smoke on the shrines, other than that, I don't smoke or drink. We don't protest none of that shit. In fact, the more expensive it is, the more we want to buy it. I've seen black people buy some of the most ridiculous shit just because it was expensive. See, that's the ego in the Negro. I've seen black people buy some of the most expensive, ugly shit. Like, why did you buy this? It's ugly. How much you pay? $3,000 for an outfit? It's ugly. But you know what? It was expensive and it was made by white folks. That's all you need to know. It's expensive and it's made by white folks. If a black person charged you that amount of money for an outfit, you probably kill him. If a black person charged you that much money for an outfit, you would probably kill him. Brothers and sisters, let's be honest. We're not ready. We don't want no liberation. We don't want no emancipation. Because that means you can't blame the white man for everything. You can't beg or blame him for everything. You got to do it yourself. The black man in America has not been put in a position in quite a while. The black man in America has not been put in a position in quite a while where he has to put up or shut up. We have never been made to be the absolute bottom line for the survival of our women, children, and elders. Black men in America have never been made the absolute bottom line for the survival of our women, children, and elders. That's right. There's always some free shit out there. There's always a shelter. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with black men. I'm simply saying that we as African people have never had the urgency of survival. We have never been faced with the urgency of survival. See, during the fight for slavery, to end slavery in the Caribbean, those brothers and sisters had to face the urgency of survival. African colonization, they had to face the urgency of survival. South Africa, they had to face the urgency of survival. But if you live in Europe, you live in America, you live in Canada, we never was faced with the urgency of survival. Now, you've had different conflicts, Black Wall Street, the move bombing in Philadelphia, they were faced with the urgency of survival. But as a race, as a population, we never had to do that. Even when we fought to end slavery, we were fighting for the government. I need you to understand, overstand, and understand. I need you to understand, overstand, and understand. Even when we fought to end slavery, we were legally doing it for and with the government. I need y'all to understand me right now. I need y'all to understand me. Even the Civil War, the bloodiest in American history up until Vietnam. The Civil War of 1861 to 1865 was the bloodiest in American history before Vietnam. And even then, we did it with the permission and support. We were armed by the U.S. government. We were wearing the uniform of the U.S. government. I understand we did what we had to do. I'm not condemning my ancestors. I had 2 grandfathers and 2 cousins in the Civil War, and probably more that I don't even know of. I'm not condemning the how many black men was in the Civil War? The 210,000 black men who volunteered for the Civil War, they heroes of mine. Many of them lost